Let's get it kicking, guys. As people join in, we'll be able to have more of a conversation. Before we dive in, what I want to do is talk a little bit about what the Roofing Success Series is for you, those of you who have not been here before, right? I started the Roofing Success Series because I noticed an overwhelming trend in the roofing industry, and that was that every roofing company thinks they need more leads, and more leads will solve all their problems. But I noticed in a lot of cases that's simply not the case. That's simply not true. And I know a majority of marketing companies out there are willing to sell you on the dream of leads, even if that's not what's best for you right now. That's not how I like to operate. I want to make sure that you guys are taken care of and you have the resources you need to succeed, even if that's not working with us. And so my goal with the series is to bring on really, really smart people in their field, like Chris, to provide you with every resource you need to be able to operate an effective and most importantly, profitable business for yourself, right? Because I don't think anybody got in business at the end of the day to lose money. I don't know about you, Chris. Is that why you started business?
I am absolutely here to give away every piece of value for free so I go out of business so I can't help anybody.
Exactly, right? That's the goal, the dream. With that being said, guys, Vladimir, I see you already raised a hand. That's awesome. I was going to mention that. Got a few housekeeping things that we're going to go through before we dive in. First things first, I know everybody has a lot going on in their day to day, right? Chris is busy, I'm busy, you guys are busy. We're business owners. So that makes sense. Between taking care of our team, putting out fires, fielding customer calls, the day can become a lot. But today I want to challenge you guys to do something a little bit different. And because I take the time to carefully vet each of our speakers and make sure they're people of integrity and people who provide a lot of value, I want to make sure that this is the most value-packed hour of your entire week. And if it's not, send me a DM and I'll figure out something. I'll do a challenge for myself to make sure that that is the case. I don't think it will be, but I do put a lot of time into getting these people that I think are really high quality individuals to come on and share their expertise with you for free of charge. So they're doing this out of the kindness of their heart as opposed to a giant paycheck. So what I want to do is I want to challenge you guys today to do something different and take your phone, chuck it across the room. I'm not going to do that because I just had to get mine repaired after I broke it last time, but put it in a drawer, close out any other tabs, pull out a notepad, and just get ready to learn something new today, right? That's the goal of the Roofing Success Series is to learn something new so that you can go tomorrow and operate your business more effectively. And so with that being said, one other thing I want to note is this is going to be more of a back and forth kind of chat with me and Chris going over how to sell more with financing. Chris is an expert at this, so I'm sure he could go for hours off the top of his head. But if you guys have questions around this, right, this is why we're here. What I want you to do is you can either raise your hand and you can ask the question face to face and I'll let you into the Zoom room as a panelist, or you could drop the question in the Q&A or the chat below. Right? So easy peasy, guys. There's going to be a lot of value in this today. Please put everything else away and just get ready to take some notes and learn something. If that sounds good to you guys, just give me a one. I see some recurring faces in here. Welcome back, guys. I'm going to drop one because I'm paying attention. There we go. We got a one from Tobias. We're good to go. A bunch of ones. That looks like everybody's ready. Cool. So before we start asking Chris stuff, I want to hype him up, right? Chris, I've been following you for a while, and then I think somebody connected me with you. I think it was 2, 3 years ago at this point. And the products that you've built have just been continuing to grow and grow and grow and get more traction. I think there's a reason for that because they actually
Mhm.
provide value,
Yeah.
right?
I hope
Um,
so. I hope so, or else hey, if they don't provide value, we're out of business, right? So,
yeah, it's game over.
hey, look, if the roof blows off the house, you probably didn't put a good roof on.
Definitely not,
Or,
right?
or it was one hell of a storm.
We got this Cat 5 hurricanes coming through, or
Hell, you
dude,
forgot the hurricane straps, baby.
that's true. But yeah, guys. So with that being said, we're gonna dive in. Chris is an expert at anything financing, helping to sell financing, and that's what we're gonna be going over today, right? How to convert more quotes into signed contracts, leveraging financing. And so, Chris, before we dive into the actual like
Yeah.
nitty gritty, one question that's come to my mind that I realize I've never asked you is how did
Hmm.
you end up getting into uh, executing it or setting up Improvify? Because I know you had Blue Pages Pro before that. I know you've had
Yep.
a few ventures, but it really
Yep.
seems like Improvify is something where you really excel and kick ass for the people you work with.
Right. So it's interesting. First and foremost, George, thanks for bringing me on. I really appreciate it. It's been a long day. I started at 5 a.m. today, and I don't know, it's 4 p.m. out Mountain Time. So I'm really glad to be here. I'm gonna put as much energy in this as that I still have remaining. So it goes back a long way. I'm gonna bring it back up to the more modern era. Like I got into this in 1991, 93.
Wow.
I've been working with contractors in financing since 1993. I was roofing in 91. So I've been doing this a really, really long time. How did Improveify come about though? Where did Improveify come from? So I retired from service finance a few years ago. I was the senior vice president over there, and I did a lot of training and helped manage and grow Owens Corning, Beacon, Renai, Lennox, Home Depot, all their platforms. And George, I knew something in the industry had to change. And this is when you build a business, right? You're like, oh, I can solve for that. I knew that a lot of the lenders that still, and they're awesome, and I'm not here to bash anybody. A lot of the lenders in the industry just give contractors a rate sheet and say, here, your rate sheet, go sell. And I was like, no, that isn't going to work. That's a commodity. Commodities don't work. You have to have value. So I was like, if I create this company that offers more than just a rate sheet, it offers lending solutions, unsecured, direct to consumer, it offers a training platform, it offers support. If we bring an actual white glove partnership to the platform, it should probably excel. So that's where the idea of Improveify came in. It's like to say, we interview contractors, and all contractors, home improvement contractors, not just roofers, right? To determine if we can provide that value to them. Do they have a pain point that we can solve? So it was real simple idea, but then it was bringing in 31 years of education and banking and financing, training industry all in together to start creating these solutions. So that's what we do is we provide lending, training, and then ongoing support, like a deal desk to help them become wildly successful. And you and I were chatting about this before. It's not about enrolling a contractor in Improvify. It's we're going to partner up. We're going to work our tails off for you to make sure that you're successful, and we're funding your jobs and we're training your team and we're answering the call at the deal desk to help you structure your residential, your commercial jobs. So it was more than just handing a rate sheet to somebody and saying, here's your programs, go sell. I mean, I don't know what roofer coming into the financing space would know how to even sell a program or build margin integrity in their jobs and manage dealer fees and what's the presentation at the point of sale if they didn't have a really good coach or trainer helping them bring it to the point of sale. So the idea came from 31 years, right? So, oh, your business is an overnight success. No, it took me 31 years to get here. And to your point, Blue Pages Pro, I learned that the most successful part of Blue Pages Pro, the software company that I exited, which is now property.com, shameless plug, right? That the one successful thing that I really loved and really helped out the most was the financing integration. So rolling out of the exit from Blue Pages Pro into Improvify, building this particular company was super easy because I already knew what the market demanded and the market needed.
Interesting. And it was a financing partner that wasn't just, hey, here's a rate sheet, good luck. Somebody who could help train on like how to sell. And
we have to go into this going, what's your pain? Every roofer's got a pain. Well, the deductibles are high. Our market changed. Like whatever the pain is, we're getting our butts kicked by a retail roofer and we don't offer financing. So there's like some pain point for them to call me. And then they trust me or they like me because somebody referred them because we don't run ads. Everything is organic here, 300 to 400 new relationships a month. Somebody's in pain. So we get on the phone and say, hey, what's your pain? And how can we solve for it, right? And then it's more than just a rate sheet. It's a relationship. And you had mentioned earlier, you were talking about leads. I made notes already for what you said. So I am a pro, right? You said everybody wants leads, lead babies. But what I really think that your clients are really after at the end of the day isn't a lead. They really want a relationship. Because when we develop a relationship with a consumer, a property owner, we're doing more than treating them like a lead. A lead is a commodity. A relationship is something that you can nurture. And the person that cares the most about the homeowner and the consumer always wins, whether they sell the job or not. So if we look past a lead being a lead and a commodity, and we look at the human being at the point of sale as a relationship, whether they buy the roof or the product that you're selling, it doesn't matter, because we can nurture that relationship into a referral partner that can send us 3 people that actually need our services. Because not everybody's going to be able to buy from us, but they all have roofs over their head. So even if I can't sell this person a roof or I can't get the insurance bought or whatever you're doing, I don't care. You can still nurture that lead, which is really a relationship, into a referral partner for life. So now the lifetime value of what we once used to call a lead is now a relationship that we nurture and turn into a referral partner, which leads into multiple relationships. So I don't think we look at leads as leads. I think we look at leads as a human being, which is not a commodity, which is a relationship that we can grow our business off of. Everybody came here for finance training. We're getting them schooled on lead versus relationship, right?
I think that's super powerful too, because a lot of people do view it as a lead, and I think just that simple shift would help a lot, right? Being able to take
Yeah.
anything into a win,
I
even if it's
can't,
not.
George, I can't help everybody. I get calls from guys that are brand new in business, just opened up my EAN last month. I can't enroll you. My lending facilities that I partner with, my banks that are federally chartered, FDIC regulated chartered banks that work with Improvify, can't enroll you until you're at 1 year EIN in business, maybe $1 million ASR, annual sales revenue. So I can't work with everybody. But when I talk to somebody, I'm going to get them help and tell them where to go until they're at a year and they're at 1 million annual sales revenue, right? I still want to nurture that relationship. I'm going to send them to my YouTube channel where I have over 275 sales training videos on how to offer financing at the point of sale. Like, I'm still going to love on them as much as I can Termosi style, Jay Abraham style, so I can help them. Imagine in a year, we're like, dude, Chris hooked me up. He gave me a couple lenders to work with, and I've learned from him all year. I watched all of his videos. He's a maniac. And now that person comes back to me and they're like, thank you. We funded $650,000 in business because of you. We watched all your training videos. We're ready to roll. Let's go. And that's from nurturing the relationship that I couldn't bring that particular person on my platform with, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went off script, and that was 10 minutes ago.
There we go. That's okay. We were worried we weren't going to fill an hour, guys, but I think we'll be good.
Yeah, believe me, I could breathe in 17 different ways for an hour if you want me to do that.
We could, is that if you guys want that, put a 1 in the chat.
No, do not. Oh, let's not do that. I got all sorts of stuff to talk about. What else you got? Does I hopefully that makes sense, like why I built this company and got 10 full-time teammates now. We're hiring 5 more. We can't hire fast enough. So we're growing. It's fun.
Yeah, and I think I know you guys do training, right, to help people sell the roofing as well.
Oh.
You're not just giving them the commodity of the
Yep.
sheet, and I think that's a big issue that a lot of people
Yeah.
have. I'm gonna ask the chat real quick. If you guys have ever worked with a financing company and you just didn't know what to do, can you just put a 1 in the chat that just gave you a rate sheet, kind of told you good luck? Nobody. Has anybody here ever tried selling with financing, or is everybody brand new, never sold with financing before? If you sold with financing before, put a 1. If you haven't, put a 2. Tried. Steven, Stan, tried. Okay, I'm gonna wait for a few more responses because I want to see where people are. So 2 hasn't sold with financing, 1 has sold with financing, tried as well. None. Okay, so a bunch of people have tried. So it sounds like people have tried, but they're probably here because they haven't had success with it. Maybe not. It sounds like tried.
To that point, let's talk about try for a sec. So I think it's important that we first let's define what financing is. So there's some companies out there that call themselves home improvement lenders. I'm not going to pick on them. There's 3 in particular that I'm thinking about. So when you go and you pay them money and they give you this link, and the link goes to these personal loan entities, and these entities send an offer back to your customers at the point of sale, and your customers don't take the offer. It's called a take rate, by the way. That contractor that says, well, I tried, might have said, well, I was offering home improvement financing, but it didn't work, but I tried. And then there's the other side of it that's real home improvement lending, which is called retail installment contract lending, where the lender lends through you to the consumer at the point of sale. The money comes back into your account, which is called closed loop funding, and you get paid directly via ACH. That is real home improvement lending, not the first thing that I talked about. So that particular person that tried that will probably have more success, because that lending that I just talked about, retail installment contract lending, typically will have an account executive attached to that relationship. And that if that person's worth any weight of anything and has a job, they should have at least trained that person on what the rate sheet is and which programs to offer. So these other lenders out here that say that they're home improvement lenders and there's no dealer fee and it goes to 77 different offers and you never know if the person got approved because they took the money and they went out and bought a motorcycle, or real retail installment contract from a real lender that's a home improvement lender that makes sure that your account gets paid directly via ACH when the job is done. 2 different types of financing solutions. So I think sometimes it's important to define what tried meant, because tried to a lot are people that have given their money to these 3 particular companies and have had 0 success. And here's the problem with that, George. That poor contractor is now jaded. It's like hiring the wrong marketing company. They're jaded. I'm never going to work with another marketer. They're awful. No. What happened was you got bamboozled by some company saying they're a home improvement lender when they're not. And the take rate was between 25 and 38% to your customers, and nobody took it because the rate was so high and horrible. Now you're jaded because you thought that that's what all home improvement lending was. And now I get it because I read the comments, and the comments are like, financing is horrible. I won't offer anything to anybody. If they can't afford it, then they're not my customer. I read this stuff and my mind is blown. And then I started looking into it deeper going, oh, no, they didn't offer real financing. They got hooked up with one of these companies that said they're no dealer fee program. We know who they are. I'm not going to say their name here because I don't want to bash them. But they got bamboozled into an entity that said they're a home improvement lender when they, in fact, were not. So it happens quite often, man. It's sad because if they would have had a good experience, whether it was working with me or some of my real competitors, real lenders, they would have had a fantastic experience because we ain't going to let anybody fail. We're going to teach them. We're going to coddle them. We're going to help them structure. We're going to show them its particular programs. We're going to teach them how to offer financing at the point of sale. If they get a decline, we're going to teach them how to handle it and go for a buy deeper program to get approval. If that doesn't work, we're going to roll them over to a secured loan to use the equity in their house. If that doesn't work, they're going to call my deal desk and talk to Joe, Steve, or Nick, and we're going to build a loan for them. Like, whoa, my light just turned on. That's real lending.
And so you're seeing a lot of people, maybe these trides here may have experienced that same thing. If you guys have,
Never know.
I would love to see that. But we're basically trying to delineate between those two types of financing. One is a home improvement loan where it's just going out to a bunch of different lending companies, and then that person may or may not get approved. And if they do, cash goes straight to the homeowner. They may or may not decide to work with you. Where
actually they're not home improvement loans; those are personal loans, and that's the problem, right? The offers come from these personal loan companies that are charging 25 to 38% interest rates. The money goes to the consumer. The consumer's got 15 grand, and they're like, I don't want to buy this roof. I want to go buy a side-by-side. Or like, I want to go buy a Rolex. Or like, I want to take my wife on vacation. Or, oh my God, even worse. They don't hire you. They hire your competitor because you've turned him into a cash customer.
And now they can bring anybody in.
Oh, yeah, man. I've seen it all. There's some creepy stuff out there. Those guys that are doing what they're doing. But hey, the ad got you. They offered no dealer fee programs, and you hook, line, and sinker fell in love with them. It's okay. I've met a few ugly chicks at the bar before.
That's fair. Yeah, so they're basically, I mean, what is it? 50% of Americans don't have $1,000 in their bank account, so they see a 50.
Dude, it's really scary, but I love it because it just is helping our business immensely that people don't have money because they have to leverage it from Wall Street. It's even worse on the credit card side right now. It's in the trillions of credit card debt. And now the defaults are higher than they've ever been. So if you think that all your customers pay cash, you're doing a disservice to your customers. You're doing a disservice to you because you're losing jobs. However, the disservice that you're really doing is to your customers if you're not offering a financing solution, because that poor guy doesn't have the money in his bank account but needs the things that you sell. Or the guy has the money, even worse. He has $17,000, the roof costs $15,000, and you're going to leave him with $2,000. That's bad. You've just taken all of his money. He's got nothing for an emergency situation that happens for his family. But if you offer him a financing solution, hey, Chris's Roofing, we've got financing. It's a soft credit check. 12 months, same as cash, low monthly payment option. Scan this QR code right here for a soft credit pull. We'll get you instantly approved, and you can have a low monthly payment option of $99 a month. Now the guy can finance his $15,000 roof at $99 a month, leave his $17,000 in the bank account, and support his family in case an emergency ever happens to his transmission. He can get to work. Like, it goes deeper than just selling a job. We don't know what's going on in a human being's life and what their economic situation is, because that's invasive. If I show up and say, how much money do you have in your bank account? You're going to tell me to get out of my house. If I say to you, look, roofing is expensive, but we're here to help you. We make it affordable. We've got a consumer credit center. It's a soft credit check. Scan this QR code. Let's get you approved. You leave your money in your bank account, man. We can finance this thing 100% for $100 a month with no prepayment penalty. By the way, how long were you looking to stay in your house, Mr. and Mrs. Smith? It's a gorgeous house. Oh, you're looking to sell and move in 2 years? Cool. 2 years of $100 a month. When you sell your home, pay the loan off with the proceeds. because it's an unsecured loan. It's not even a lien on your house. Like, this is how we train our sales pros how to offer financing at the point of sale to kill any objection or obstacle that may come up. We destroy it. And then we destroy our roofers' competitors because they have no idea to do what I just taught you how to do in 36 seconds. They have no idea that this exists.
Yeah, then who are they going to go with? The person who the roof's going to cost them $20,000 or $2,400 because $100 over 24 months. So that brought up two questions actually, which are very interesting because it's something I see across the industry generating leads. One is the high default rate, right? Obviously, that's hurting people's credit scores, which makes it harder to get approved for financing. So you being a financing company, and obviously seeing this, people coming through, how are you still able to help homeowners even with lower credit scores, or is there a way to do that?
Yeah, there is. We have a waterfall process where we use our prime lending facility first, which buys down to a 600 FICO. Really good rates, really good terms, really good numbers, very affordable and profitable for contractors to offer at the point of sale. Then if and only if we have them get declined, we would find out what their particular credit score is and the reasoning, then take them to a buy deeper solution that buys down to a 550. And then if that doesn't work, we may be able to take them over to my company that I own called Purple Apple Loans. And we might be able to do an equity loan to take the equity out. And then if that doesn't work, we take them to my deal desk that I have to structure maybe a personal loan. So we like to train our contractors how to present the waterfall. We always lead with prime first. Best rates, best terms. Buy deeper. Risk-based price, higher price, maybe higher cost. Oh, well, doesn't matter. Consumer got approved and they're going to pay for it. Next step, use the equity in the home with one of our high loan programs, which is a secured loan that goes to a 640 FICO. Great, we're using the equity. Keep the truck moving. We can't help you there. Joe, Steve, Nick, hey, can you guys build a personal loan for this customer? They've got a really tough situation. Do a reverse mortgage. Get the homeowner their funds and get paid for the roof. So we do have a waterfall process that we use at Improvify. Makes us an anomaly in the industry. We're very different because our competitors can't do this waterfall because they only offer one program.
Yeah.
It's where I say it, the beginning of my presentation, when a contractor's interested in us and we're interested in a contractor because it's a two-way street, we determine what we want to partner with and build your finance program for. Value stack is this big. This is what we do. And then here's your lender over here. It's like, okay, wait, you guys do all this and then my lender over here is just going to give me a rate sheet? Yeah, and that's okay. We're not right for everybody. I'll tell people where to go. If we're not a good fit for somebody at the end of the call, I'll tell them exactly what lender to go to that might be a better fit for them.
Yeah.
There's like 7.2 million contractors in the world. I'm sure some of them don't want to work with me. It's okay. I don't take it personally.
I don't know why they wouldn't, right? Because I don't know of another program that does that either.
There's lots of reasons. We're free. We cost money to be a part of, just like, a guy asked me this earlier today. I made a funny post about it. He said, "You cost money?" He said, I said, "Do you charge?" He's like, "Yeah, of course I do." I said, "Well, wait a minute. We charge for our services. You charge for your services. Isn't this sound like a fair fight in the parking lot?" Like, what do you mean? I can be free. I can't strip all the value off of the value stack and give somebody just this much. That just might help them once this year, but there's no value in that. And I won't put anything out there in the marketplace that isn't valuable because then my good name is not good anymore. So yeah, we're not right for everybody. It's okay. At least during the call, you'll learn a ton. I'll show you my YouTube station with tons of training videos. We'll have some laughs because I'm definitely fun. Like, I'm funny. I'll make you laugh. We'll have some good laughs together. We'll learn a lot. And then you'll know that there's a person out here that still cares about you if you come back someday to work with us. Like, it's totally okay.
Yeah. Building the relationship, like you said earlier. I see we have a hand raised in the chat. You cool to take a question from the audience? Cool.
Yeah, sounds cool. Yep.
Hey, Juan, you could come on. I'm going to bring you on as a panelist. You can ask that live. I don't know if he raised it by accident, but we'll find out. We're bringing him in.
He might. Hey, we said some pretty cool things in a half an hour. He might have been clapping.
That's true too. I saw some claps, some congrats. Hey, Juan, if you want to come in, keep the hand up. If not, you can put it down. Oh, cool. He's popping in. All righty. If
he throws a tomato at me, we're going to have a problem, George.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of an issue. We'll get you. What fruit do you prefer to be thrown at you?
I don't care as long as I can pick it up and eat it. I I was presenting in Arizona a couple weeks ago, and I did the Morgan Wallen walkout. It was
Yeah.
so fun, man. It was so pumped. We did the music. I did the wiping of the shoes. I got up on stage. I said some dad jokes that nobody got. There was like 300 people there. Not one person got one of my dad jokes. Like, here comes Juan. Here's Juan.
Hey, Juan, what's going on, man?
Not much. I just learning from you guys.
For sure. Did you have a question for Chris?
No. I just try to play here on my phone and probably I hit something wrong. I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah,
that was the case. All
Hey,
right.
hey, it's
yeah.
okay. I'm glad
Sorry.
you didn't. I'm glad you didn't throw anything. I was getting nervous there for a
No, no,
second.
no, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just try to play here in my phone to figure out. I'm new in here, so I don't know much. So I just try to learn a little bit.
No
No worries.
problem, Juan.
If you have any questions, throw them in the chat. Other than that, I'll mute you for now. But welcome to the cool guys group, I guess. You're in here as a
Yeah.
panelist.
And just to let
Thank you, sir.
everybody, let everybody know we are bilingual over here as well. So if there's anybody that is non-English speaking that would like to talk to any of our consultants at Improvify, we speak Spanish.
Already. Thank you so much for all your help. And yeah, I just try to learn a little bit. And I'm new in all the technology and, I'm not new and all this stuff. So I just try to learn.
All right,
Sure.
brother.
Good that you're investing in yourself, brother.
Thanks.
All righty, cool. With that being said, if you guys do have a question, feel free to raise your hand. If you don't, that's fine too. But I have a few more for sure, Chris.
Fire away, brother. Keep it
One
going.
of the main things I think was really driving people in today, was just everybody's going to get more leads, get more appointments, and close more deals, right? At the end of the day, that's how we drive our business up, and make it more efficient by taking more of those leads into appointments and sales. And I think financing is a great tool to do that if you have the right financing partner like you, and if you do it the right way.
Yep.
And so I think what a lot of people are curious about is, one, I'm in the home, I have a homeowner in front of me. How do I even bring up the conversation of financing to them? I feel like
Okay.
that's an interesting conversation to breach. And
Good. So when we train, we like to tell our contractors and our clients, mention financing early, always, and often in everything you do. Now I'm going to take this to the way back. What does early mean? Well, early might mean your offer, your website, your landing page, front desk Becky taking the appointment to set you. It could go all the way back there. Front desk Becky might be setting the appointment and may have said something like this. Hey, listen, when Tom is out today looking at your roof, make sure you ask him about our special spring financing promotion. That's early. Always is doing it all the time. And often is during your presentation, there's little ways that we'll teach and train you how to drop cookie crumbs. But let's take it to what you just said, George. George, hey, I'm a new guy or I'm at the point of sale. How do I mention financing to somebody without hurting their feelings? Mind you, this is unscripted. George just said, hey, come on the show. I'm here. So let's role play. Hey, Mr. Smith, thank you so much for having me in the home today. I'm here to do a roof inspection. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get up on the roof. I'm going to take a bunch of pictures. I'm going to take a look. I'm going to come down. We're going to go over the findings. Before I do that, where's a good place that we can meet? So when I come back down off of your roof, I can meet with you to go over what my findings are. Oh, over there on the dining table? Great. I'm going to take my laminate that Improvify made for me, and I'm going to go set my laminate and maybe a pad of paper and a pen down over on their coffee table. Your laminate should say something like Chris Scoville's or Chris's Roofing Consumer Credit Center. And it's going to have my logo and it's going to be branded to my colors. And over here, it's going to have your promo that Becky talked about. And over here, it's going to say long-term low monthly payment option. And down the middle, it's going to say soft credit check, 2 to 20-year terms, 2,000 to 150,000 loan amounts. Apply now, soft credit, pull QR codes. So if I'm up on the roof, George, doing my inspection, and I've left my company laminate on their table, more than likely Mr. and Mrs. Smith, because we're not pitching one legs here, we're pitching both of them for one-time close, are looking at this laminate going, hey, honey, this is pretty interesting. Chris Scoville's Roofing Consumer Credit Center. It looks like these guys offer financing. Hey, when Chris comes down, ask him what this is all about, because this seems pretty interesting. So let's fast forward. The consumers have looked at this thing. Now we're standing out in our as a differentiator that actually has a consumer credit center. I thought they were just a roofer. Are they a bank too? Well, this is really weird. So now Chris comes off the roof. I've got my AccuLink picture company cam chalk lines, whatever your presentation is. I don't care what the hell it is. And Mr. and Mrs. Smith are saying, hey, let's go over your inspection report. But hey, before you start, Chris, what is this? And you get to go, oh, thanks for asking. Now, look, great character. I'm not sure how you were looking to pay Mr. and Mrs. Smith, if you wanted to use our money or use yours for this. But we have a consumer credit center, and we're here to help you with affordability. A lot of our clients love the 18-month same as cash. You know those loans where you don't have to pay interest. Some of our clients like the low monthly payment option with no prepay. Out of these two programs, what sounds more interesting to you? So I've literally just done a script in 7 minutes flat for you on if we can train your sales pros how to do exactly what I just did. We're offering financing early, always, and often to everybody. We don't prejudge anybody. We let them know that we can finance deductibles, repairs, replacement, ACV, RCV, XYZ, supplements, or full retail lump sum. I don't care what it is. Matter of fact, I don't care how they pay. If they have the insurance endorsement check and they want to pay cash, I'm taking it. I'm not going to say, oh, no, no, no. Don't you dare give me that cash. Let me present my financing to you. If they want to pay cash, pay cash. Don't say no. Take the money. Let's go, baby. Cash is still king in this world. However, the goal is to remove the pain. And here's the pain. Mr. Smith, your roof repair is $10,000. Mr. Smith, your roof replacement is $20,000. I want to reduce the $10,000 to $99 a month. I want to reduce the $20 to $160 a month, or better yet, I want to give you a 12 or 16 month, a 12 or an 18 month same as cash, no interest, 100% financing solution. That is how you present financing at the point of sale, early, always, and often in everything you do. Now, today in my training class that I launch on Wednesdays, I launched how do I build a rehash finance program for my company. So now that you didn't get the sale, how do we reach back out to the customer to see if they'll do business with us on a rehash? So it isn't just the pitch, it's the what happens if they don't buy today. What's my steps? What's my process? What's my system and processes that I have for everything in my business to make sure that I followed up with my customers properly?
I got to take a second to break that down real quick just to verify because that was awesome. I didn't even think about so many ways to use financing as a marketer before. So you're saying,
oh, you and I haven't even, dude, we've tested, A/B tested all the offers that you need to run in these guys' ads. We already know what works and what doesn't work.
and it's, I mean, even the way the rehash, right? That's another way. You have a reason now to reach out to somebody because you have a new financing program. So now there's 400 people who said no, or whatever your list of quotes that aren't closed are. You can now reach out to, which I always recommend to people, especially when they come to me and say, hey, I need leads and cash now. Like you have a list of people you've spoken to, and they have a reason to reach out to them, and it's more affordable if affordability was their issue. So that's cool. And then I like how you kind of leave it there on the table because people are nosy, right? You leave a piece of paper on the table, they're probably going to check it 9 times out of 10 if I had to guess.
That's
so
why,
now,
because if it's paper, it's going to get crumbled and look horrible. If it's a laminate, you could just keep taking it from place to place. Here's another, I've got to go here, George, real quick. Never put it on the table at a right angle. Always do it at an angle, and if you can let it hang off a little bit, it's even better. Why?
stands out.
When you come back and you see that it was moved, you know that they looked at it.
That's smart. That's some interrogation level stuff right there.
Eric level.
Yeah. You sure you didn't used to be in the FBI?
I will never say.
Okay, fair enough. That is
It come out. All the information's coming out now, and up in DC.
That's fair. We'll see Chris Scoville at the top of one of those documents.
Oh God, I hope.
But good stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, awesome. Alrighty. So we kind of went into how to introduce financing. I think that's super cool, especially the way you have it. They're bringing it up now, right? It doesn't have to be this weird thing where you're like, oh, yeah, I like that a lot, right? I feel like those organic conversations are much easier to have than you finding the time to, or finding the place, time, et cetera, to do it. And remember that because putting a piece of paper on the table is pretty easy checkbox to hit. Remembering a script to say, a little bit more difficult, right?
Yeah, that's your script though, right?
Yeah.
So you can literally, if you're a greenhorn and you've never offered it, all you gotta do is do this.
Yeah.
Until you've done it 15 times and then you're a pro. But even better yet, I could throw this away right now and sum it all up in one question. Ready? Mr. Smith, I'm not sure how you're looking to pay. Would you like to use your money or would you like to use ours?
Yours.
Right. Great. Thanks for saying that. Boom. So the lead into offering affordability, without hurting someone's feelings is, hey, listen, I know you want to do business with us because we're the best, and we use our value stack selling system on we're the best roofing company. Look, how are y'all looking to pay? Did you want to use your money, or are you looking to use ours? It's such a simple, nice, empathetic, curious question that they have to answer you. They are going to answer you, but they may say, what do you mean? What do you mean is great, because now they've just let me just go, baby. Well, you tie in stories. A lot of our clients like this. Some of our clients like this. We can help you either way. It's a soft credit pull. Scan the QR code. Let's get you pre-approved for financing. Done.
Yeah. And then they've given you permission to pitch it instead of just going into it, which most people glaze their eyes over when you do that.
What's even worse is getting to the end of the estimate, seeing a big fat number. What if we could take the number, knowing that the payment factor on the loan is 1.32, and show them what the monthly payment is, and then make the contract number small? So what if it says 132/month or $10,000 instead of $10,000, 132 a month? What if the big monthly payment was big and the price of the contract was small? There's a reason why Ford and Chevy and Ram, when they're running their truck commercials on the Super Bowl ads, don't tell you that it costs $114,000 for a new truck. There's a reason why they say 2.9% for 72 months, asterisk, with approved credit in small print. There's a reason why they do that so big on the screen, because we're not advertising $114,000, 962 cents, 76 cents. Nobody's going to buy your truck if you tell them what the price is. But if you show them what the interest rate and the term and the affordability is, they're all going to run down to the dealership to see if they can qualify for a 2.9 72-month term. These guys ain't idiots. They're billion-dollar industries. It's called the automotive industry. Do you know who else is as stupid? Ashley freaking Furniture, that lets you buy furniture for free for 5 years. Come in, buy a sofa. Yeah, you get there and they're like, hey, welcome to Ashley Furniture. Have you seen our special promotion? 5 years, no payment? Buy a whole house. There's a reason why we lead with promotional offers and affordability over big prices. Big prices scare people away. When I go to Amazon to buy a Remarkable, Amazon good, better, and best me. What does that mean? Good, better, and best. Good is just the old model for $550. Better is the new model for $650, but it doesn't come with the protection and the color pen and the new upgraded Pro model. The Pro model is $750, and it comes with the kit and the caboodle. I buy best because they gave me 6 equal payments at the checkout. I financed my $750 tool. I didn't buy the $550 tool. I bought the $750 tool because they gave it to me with affordability. Good, better, best. Best, better, good. And roofing is the same way. When somebody applies for financing and they get pre-approved at $50,000 on a $20,000 ticket, you damn well better be showing them a $20,000 roof, a $25,000 roofing system, and a $30,000 roofing system. Do you know why? Because the consumer will make a bigger and better buying decision when they see the affordability of the $5,000 bumps.
And that affordability being in the form of, hey, your monthly payment only goes up X% when you have
$39 a month.
Okay. And then they can rationalize that in their brain. Hey, why not go with the best? It's going to last longer. You get a higher profit
spending more on Starbucks coffee than I would on that better roofing $30,000 system than a $20,000. That one's got a better warranty. Comes with a maintenance plan. Comes with whatever your value extra stack is, your V3, your value stacking system, we call it. I don't think we've touched one question. See what I mean? Like, dude, we going on these cool topics. Whoever's here, how many people are here?
I think we got 11 people right now, including.
Dude, they are getting like high level training. This stuff costs, if I fly out to someone's office, it costs $5,000 a day for me to train their team.
So guys, I think what that means is ask some questions while you have some time. We got about 15 minutes left. I think we just got our first question in the door too. Good prompt there, Chris.
Awesome. I'm not charging, just ask questions.
Everybody's paying $5,000 right now. No,
Put your credit card in the machine. Let's go.
But I think, is it Stan 16? I'm not sure. Your name is interesting, but I'm going to say Stan because that's how it's spelled. Stan said, is there a particular way you would bring up financing for a solar shingle roof?
Well, solar's interesting because we want to beat the utility, right? Nobody's putting a shingle CertainTeed or GAF possibly. I'm not sure what roofing system you're selling. However, they're just not doing it because it looks good. They're doing it, Steven. There we go. Cool. They're doing it because there's a utility purpose. We want to put a new roofing system on, and we want to save on their cost. So you have to use the utility sale that they do typically in solar with this. And the beautiful thing about our financing, and I'm going to pitch myself because I don't care. This isn't solar panel financing where there's a 38% dealer fee. My dealer fee is a flat 2% between 2 and 20 years. Or if we use the HELOC loan, it's a 0 dealer fee. So you can sell that solar roofing system without having to build in 25 to 38% margins to cover the cost of solar panel financing. So your pricing will completely destroy the dude that comes out to try to sell the panels. Game over, man. Get the utility, find out what the wattage is, find out what your offset's going to be. Don't oversell and underdeliver, or you will get destroyed. If it says it's going to cover 10K dub, it's 10K dub. Do not oversell and underpromise on offsets. You will get destroyed. You'll get 1-star reviews. They will just underdeliver. It's called the solar coaster for a reason. When somebody is promised that this will deliver this, all of a sudden the heat goes up higher, the air conditioning goes on. I leave my hot tub running 24/7. All the lights are on. 16 of my TVs are on because they think that the solar panels are going to cover the cost. No, what you've just done is tripled your KW. Now it's not very fair, but with all due respect, go under, not over, and always just be honest with people on the offset.
Steven, any follow-ups there? These are for GAF Timberline.
GAF Timberline. Yep. Good product.
Awesome. All righty, guys. We got about 13 minutes left. I do want to open up for Q&A because I think you guys will get a lot of value out of this. So, Steven, we talked about solar shingles. What other questions do people have? If not, I'll dive into mine. I love asking my questions. That's all I do all day.
Go with yours, buddy.
Heck yeah. So, with that being said, we kind of went over you getting into Improvify, right way to introduce financing, which is freaking awesome. Selling solar shingles.
Yep.
Do you want to share some real world success series, or do you want me to go into I got like 2 more follow-up questions and I'm basically done.
We have real world success stories all day long. I'll just pick on one real quick, but I'd love to get to your questions because I want to answer your questions. So our success story that I think stands out the most, if I look at we've got over 5,000 members on our platform. So I'll pick on just one. There's a group down in West Palm Beach. I'm not going to name them. I'm very private, by the way, about who our clients are. Oh, did we just lose each other? Are we okay?
No, I think we're good.
Okay, cool. Juan dropped off.
Oh, it might have been Juan. Yeah.
All right, we're good. Okay, good. This company hired me to come in and do training. I went into training. There's 9 sales pros. They're selling retail roofs in a storm market down in Florida. They're doing 49 apps a month religiously now. One of the top guys is going to do like 2.5 million this year. He is just killing it right now. So he calls me after the meeting. We do quarterly meetings for him. And he goes, dude, I'm like, what's up, man? Gavin, what's going on, bro? He's like, I'm just killing it out here. I'm like, how are you doing so well? And does everybody in the office hate you? He goes, haha, that's funny. I'm 22. I said, no, seriously, what are you doing so differently? Because I see your success. I look at the reports and KPIs. We deliver audit reports to our clients, by the way, to let them know how they're doing. So I'm big on data. I'm a geek. All right, so cool. How are you doing so well? He's like, Chris, man, I just follow your selling system. Okay, that was a short story. But I want to be honest with everybody here. If you've never offered it or tried it and done it properly, there's a right way to do it. And it's called just doing it systematically and programmatically. Do it the same every time. Offer financing early, always, and often in everything you do. Ask the customer how they'd like to buy and give them a couple options to choose how to buy from you. This is not rocket science. More contractors make it more difficult on themselves than it needs to be. Don't overthink it. Just follow the systems that we train you on and go out and sell.
Yeah, I think that's a curse we all fall into as entrepreneurs is we'll take the system, but then try to put our spin on it, right? Because we're always trying to build stuff and
don't reinvent the wheel. Yeah. The wheel already rolls. Just make it spin faster.
Yep, more reps.
Yeah, man, yeah.
And then we got a follow-up question from Steven. How do you handle objections from homeowners who are hesitant about financing?
It's like he just walked into the bear trap. I love it. Cool. You see my screen okay?
Yeah, it's a little small. You might want to...
Are you seeing anything over here?
I see Improvify, home improvement lending.
Okay, where is my next screen? All right, cool. So he just had, how about now? Good, better, best. All right, here's my school. So Steven just said, how do I handle what?
Objections from homeowners who are hesitant about financing.
Awesome, cool, great question. Well, here's March Madness, where I do 25 days of training, and here's the objections. We want to pay cash. We need to think about it. We want more quotes. We can't afford that. I need my spouse to decide. We're not ready to move forward. We're moving soon. We don't see the value. I break down every single obstacle and objection you could possibly think to mankind. So his question was what? We need to think about it?
Steven, you want to be a bit more specific? He just said hesitant about financing.
Okay, cool. We can't afford that. All right,
Okay.
let's pick on that. So we go into the training, we open up the PDF, and we scroll to understanding the objection, what it really means, the financing key talking points in the reverse angle on breaking it down, and then we break down the scripts on how to handle the obstacle and the objection. So per obstacle or objection, I've got 4 scripts on how to handle it, understand it by breaking it down, and understanding what the homeowner's thinking, but what they really mean. So there's no general answer. Everyone is very specific, but within our sales training classroom and program, I'm massive. Obstacles and objections, scripts, all of them. They're to handle it. But what you really need to do in that, Stephen, I think, is define what their real question is, what their objection is or obstacle is on moving forward with financing, what they're scared about. What are you scared about? Well, I don't know, man. I don't want to take on any more debt. That's an objection within an objection. You don't want to take on any more debt. Fantastic. Let's talk about debt. What type of debt do you currently have? Well, we've got $25,000 of credit card. I've got this, I've got that. Mr. Smith, I completely appreciate that. A lot of our clients feel the same way, feel, felt, and found. A lot of our clients feel the same way. But what we found is those clients that want to get rid of their credit card debt and buy the roof will typically lean in on our secured loan solution, where we can use the equity in your home, pay off your credit card debt and the roof, wrap it up into one loan, and have one monthly payment option with no prepay. Is that something that you might be interested in applying for? It's a soft credit check, and we can see what we can get you approved for and what the rate and the term of the payment would look like right now. So I can take the objection by understanding what the real issue is, be empathetic, become partners with them on curing that problem, then moving forward into the financing solution. And that's just one little curveball that you can use.
That's freaking awesome. So isolating the objection, I like feel, felt, found. I've never heard that before.
Yep.
And so you're basically hitting all 3 of those.
We feel you because we pain in my family. But what we found is folks in your situation can utilize this. Before myself, I felt other customers have felt this as well, that we've helped. Now we found that our unsecured or our secured solution can solve for that, because we can give you an affordable payment out to 20 years, which would be a nice low monthly payment option. And you could pay it off with the proceeds of the house when you guys are going to retire in a few years. We feel you. We felt, we found.
That's freaking awesome. Steven's got another one. Steven's on a roll tonight. Okay, we're running a little bit short on time. Steven, I'm going to have 70 more questions. Drop them now. After Steven's question, the last few, I'm going to have to wrap it up here because we're running about 5 minutes, and then I think we're out of time there. So what is the best way to promote financing? By sending an email to pass? Okay, so kind of going back to the database reactivation before.
Yeah. Oh, man, it's like big freaking announcement. So I'm huge about doing looms. So if you can send an email to somebody to show them your face and your authenticity and your energy, I would do a loom. And I would title it Special Spring Promo, right? And it might say, hey, it's Chris over here at Chris's Roofing. Listen, Mr. Smith, you didn't move with us before, but it's okay. I just want to let you know that we've got a fantastic spring financing solution that just came out. I'd love to see if it's something that you're interested in to help you move forward from before. So I think that if you approach your email list with we have a special thing, and it's super easy to qualify for. And then the takeaway from the pain is it's a soft credit check, so there's no impact. And a lot of our customers are loving it right now. Now we either do one or 2 things. We have them scan a QR code to apply, or we have them call to action is to connect with us for another estimate at your house so I can come by, or call me right now. So you have to have a call to action and flow to it. But I like energy, and it's going to be an email what's going to make them want to open it? That's the bigger question. Like, how are we rehashing or how are we promoting this? I don't know, when somebody sends me an email, it better have a good damn subject line or I am just not going to open it. So you have to be very strong on your subject line. New information on your home, and you put their address on it. Like, it's got to be something for him to open to go, whoa, the address, man, what the hell? What happened? New information on my home. Hey, we've got some new information on your home. We've just launched a special financing solution that might be really helpful for you and your wife. It's a soft credit check. And a lot of our customers are loving this right now because we're bringing affordability back to roofing.
Sweet. Started this. Thanks for the ideas. Thank you, Steven. Yeah, it's freaking awesome. Alrighty. Well, I want to make sure that we're able to wrap things up the right way. So I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. If you have additional questions, drop them in the group. Maybe they'll be answered. But I think more importantly, Chris, let's say people got a lot of value out of this. They want to get in contact. They want to learn more about you and either learn from you or try to work with you if you take them on. What's the best way for them to get in contact?
You just DM me like Joe just did. He's awesome. He goes, hey, Chris, man, I want to get going with you guys. I'm in love with, no, he doesn't say I'm in love with you. He's like, hey, I want to get going. He's like, can I use your money to finance your annual fee? Absolutely. And it's interesting though. That's a good question because a lot of contractors are like, oh my God, it costs money. No, dude, trust me. With what we do, I hate saying trust me, minus that. Don't say to me, you already trust me because you're still here. An investment with somebody like us that's going to go to work for you and go to battle for you to fund your deals is not a cost. It's an investment. Investing in some other things out there that I know what they are that we talked about earlier, that's spending on something that probably won't give you a great ROI, a great return on investment. But making sure that you invest in folks like George and myself, we're going to work our tails off for you to bring the value to the relationship. We're not just giving you rate, we're your partner in this. We're going to make sure you're successful because if you ain't successful offering financing, if you can't get anybody approved and we can't do it in a year, we give people their freaking money back. That means that we failed you or the market failed you or you failed yourself. The people that fail themselves are the ones that don't offer it, don't come to training, and don't do what I tell them to do. But if we get to the end of the year and we're like, the hell, you were on with us for a year. I sent you your quarterly reports and like, it just didn't work. We give people their freaking $25 is nothing. We're that in our first deal, but we'll give people their money back because we're not here to hold on to people's money if it didn't work out for them. It didn't work.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So
cool stuff. You just asked the question, how do people get a hold of me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They don't.
No, they go to like the social media, the DM. The best thing to do now because we've grown is go to Improveify.com. There's a little form and we do a demo to make sure that we're a good fit for you first. And if we are and forward, then we build your entire system up. We go kick ass together. So I would say the best way to get a hold of me is go to Improveify.com. It's Improvifi. There's a form on there and it comes in and then we set up a demo to show you our tools.
Awesome. I'm going to drop that in the chat real quick for people just so in case they need it, they can go ahead and grab it.
Thank you, Steven, man. Great questions. Appreciate you.
Yeah. And Chris, I appreciate you coming on, man. I know you've been up since 5 a.m. So
I'm done. I am completely toast. But it's funny, these interviews and these podcasts and this presentations, all you've done now is energized me when I should have been on the couch sucking my thumb for the next 12 hours.
I'll send you some melatonin.
But, all right, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thanks for having me on, man. I really do appreciate it, George. Really do.
Of course. Every single week, this gets better and better. You've got me really hyped up. I'm going over your work some ads right now. So I appreciate you too, Chris. And thanks for coming to share with everybody today.
Thanks a lot, George.
Take care.